11 minutes before 7 o'clock, and we're taking a live look this morning at Interstate 93 in Boston, where a careful recovery is underway at the edge of an overpass. Take a look at that. The right lane is closed as crews try to pull back a box truck that's hanging over the side of the roadway. No word of any injuries.
Oh wow, that's scary. Hopefully everybody's okay in that. But yeah, certainly quite the mess there. Hey, very good Thursday morning, everyone, and thank you so much for waking up with the Valley today. Kyle Bosch here with Lisa Bedeau. We're just getting started with non-stop news and weather all the way up to the top of the hour to help you plan your day. Developing for you this morning, firefighters in the Valley are bracing for the possibility of more trouble today after a huge spike in grass fires yesterday.
Yeah, officials think a truck dragging a chain or some other object may be what caused a string of fires along I-29 from Grand Forks to the Canadian border. One of those fires burned more than 600 acres near Pembina. Smoke from the fires also contributed to 2 crashes on I-29 yesterday. One involved 10 cars and sent 8 people to the hospital.
Grass fires also burning in Minnesota. Governor Mark Dayton has authorized the National Guard to help fight several wildfires around the state. At least 3 of them are burning in northern Minnesota. This is a shot from just south of Roseau from late yesterday afternoon. The fire was burning about 5 miles south of that town. Earlier in the day, crews had to knock down a fire in the War Road area.
A house fire in Bemidji, Minnesota caused thousands of dollars in damage last night. Firefighters arrived shortly after 6 to find the front of the house on fire. People inside the home escaped without being hurt. The fire caused about $69,000 in damage to the home and property inside. It appears to be accidental.
Coming up on 6:51 this Thursday morning, weather and traffic on the ones. Get started with meteorologist Robert Hahn.
And right now we've got some temperatures in the 40s and 50s. No red flag fire warning today. Fire danger is lower, but it's not gone out there. Don't be discarding the cigarettes out the door, and outdoor burning, not a good idea. And keep a close eye on those barbecues as we head through the day today. We do have a bit higher humidity, especially earlier today. A little bit of rain making its way on through, and that is helping. But it's going to be a brief help as we head through the rest of this afternoon on into this evening as a cool front continues to slide on through. We're going to see some breezy conditions and some drier conditions moving through as well. There is the area of rain now making its way through northern portions of Minnesota. That area has been shrinking all morning and dissipating. And that will continue to slide off towards the east and on out of here as we head through the rest of the day. Northern Minnesota, we've got some rain that stretches over into east central portions of Minnesota. Some rain in northwestern South Dakota. Some getting over the state line into North Dakota, and some rain from Nebraska down on into Texas later on today. A good chance for severe weather. Southwestern Kansas and the Oklahoma and Texas panhandle. Some snow, some of that heavy in parts of the Rockies. For us, as we head through the rest of the day today, the rain, clouds, all that's going to push on off toward the east. We're going to see lots of clear skies, mostly sunny skies to wrap up the day, and a cool evening. Overnight tonight, we're going to see lots of stars out there with mostly clear skies and temperatures cooling on down into the upper 30s in northern Minnesota and the 40s elsewhere. And then as we head through the day tomorrow, lots of sunshine. It's going to be a warmer day tomorrow, a drier day tomorrow, a breezier day tomorrow. Those winds out of the northwest around 10 to 15 to 20 miles per hour. Some gusts as high as 30 miles per hour. Fire danger will be higher once again as we head through the day tomorrow. Today, a little bit cooler than yesterday, mid-60s, dry. As we head through the latter portion of the day, dry and breezy tomorrow. And then we're going to start to see some more rain chances late Saturday on into Sunday. Good chances for rain on Sunday. Some of that may end as a little bit of snow late Sunday and early Monday. That is a look at your weather. Time now for a look at traffic with Al Ahmet.
Good morning, Robert. Good morning, everyone. I'm on Interstate 29. Traffic out here is light to moderate. Surprisingly so for this time of day. Interstate 94 traffic is actually quite a bit heavier. There's some congestion around the tri-level and most certainly at the ramps. 2 stalled cars to tell you about this morning. One of them is on westbound Interstate 94 in Moorhead, just straight out from Sam's Club. The other one is on I-29 northbound, just north of the tri-level. Look out for that. If you're headed into downtown Fargo or downtown Moorhead, a unit coal train is coming your way, headed east. On I-29 in Fargo, Willamette Valley today traffic.
6:53 now. Police in Minnesota are asking for help to identify the people responsible for a deadly stabbing after a fight between fishermen on the St. Croix River. Police say that 2 men on the Minnesota side and 3 in the Wisconsin side started arguing for several hours on Tuesday near Interstate Park. Eventually, the men in Minnesota drove across the river to a boat landing where the fight took place.
34-year-old Peter Kelly of Wisconsin was killed. Police are looking for the 3 men who took off and a group of 5 people who may have witnessed the stabbing. The father of a 10-year-old boy whose body was found in the Mississippi River last weekend has officially been charged with the child's death.
Pierre Collins was charged yesterday with second-degree murder in the death of his son, Barway Collins. Prosecutors believe that Pierre may have killed Barway for insurance money. We are following some breaking news for you this morning. Fargo police are investigating the death of a man whose body was found early this morning at a Fargo restaurant.
KFGO News is reporting employees at Perkins found the body around 3:30 a.m. Stay with Valley News Live for details on this developing story. A Western North Dakota man is in jail for stalking, kidnapping, and attempted murder. A witness reported seeing a woman stabbed and then a man trying to put her into the trunk of his car in Watford City on Tuesday. Police arrested 62-year-old Peter Ortez, who they say had bloodstains on his pants. The North Dakota State House has unanimously passed 3 bills to clamp down on sex trafficking. The bills work together to increase penalties for criminals involved, as well as funding for enforcement and providing prevention and treatment services. Another bill adds 5 years to a prison sentence if a person forced or coerced a victim to have an abortion.
A Lakes area resort is hoping to reopen today after a roof collapse closed that facility. It happened late Tuesday night at the water park area of the Thumper Pond Resort in Ottertail, Minnesota. Now, the general manager tells us there were about 30 guests that were staying at the hotel at the time. They were moved to other resorts and hotels around the area, but no one was hurt. Officials are still trying to figure out exactly what caused that collapse. You may have caught a whiff of some bad-smelling stuff around the Fargo-Moorhead area this week, and we may know the cause. Turns out it probably was the smell of sewage that's been coming from the West Fargo lagoons. The city's public works director says there are 9 waste stabilization lagoons there, and it's typical during this time of year for those smells to emerge. He says that it can take 2 to 3 weeks for the scent to go away. If you like helping out a good cause and eating sweet treats, we have the perfect event for you to go to tonight and join us at.
Yes, the Sweet Miracles event at the Courtyard by Marriott in Moorhead. Money raised is benefiting the Children's Miracle Network, which of course directly benefits the Sanford Children's Hospital, helping out the kids. The Valley Today's Christy Larson joins us live from Moorhead with more on this really great event. Good morning, Christy.
Yeah, good morning, Kyle and Lisa. There is a great way to help kids, and that's by coming tonight at 6 o'clock. Tickets are going to be $40, and we do have Hillary Mork and also Kate here with us this morning. And let's talk about, again, we have some of these auction items in front of us. So what kind of things are people going to be bidding on?
We have a lot of sports memorabilia. So, for example, we have a UND signed hockey jersey you might have to compete with Hillary for if you purchase that. We have a Minnesota Wild package, a Vikings signed autograph. We have a couple autographed footballs as well as a Minnesota Warriors autographed jersey.
And it's going to be more than just the silent auction. There's going to be some nice little treats happening. There's also going to be some wine and beer tasting. And again, this is all benefiting the Children's Miracle Network and, of course, the Sanford Children's Hospital. And Hillary, I mean, it really is about the kids tonight.
It is. And, you know, you're going to have the chance to meet one of the great kids that has been cared for at Sanford Children's Hospital as well.
And that's going to be happening again tonight at 6 o'clock. Tickets are $40, so just come to the Courtyard by Marriott. And again, like we showed you, Kyle and Lisa, I redeemed myself, but this is all I've left of my second s'mores. It was very delicious, so you guys are going to have to make quite a few tonight.
I eat so much when I go to this event. It's going to be fun, though. and wine sampling, and I bid. Well, that's the point. You drink a little bit, you bid a little bit.
And then you bid a little bit more.
Then you drink a little bit more, you bid a little bit more. And it all helps out the kids, you know. You never know that you need Sanford Children's Hospital until you do, and so we're so lucky to have it here. It's a great, great event to support. Thank you, Christy. In this morning's Consumer Alert, passengers of Southwest Airlines will soon be getting wider seats, adding close to an extra inch of width for passengers. Southwest claims the 17.8-inch width will give Southwest the widest 737 seat of any U.S. airline.
Yeah, if you've been on a plane recently, not a lot of things getting bigger on airplanes, and an inch can make a big difference. Southwest says it will roll out the new seats beginning in mid-2016. Of course, the move comes as travelers are often seeing those airline spaces get smaller, and fees usually the things that are getting bigger these days with air travel. Remember, if you want to stay updated on breaking news and weather alerts wherever you go, sign up for our Valley News Live text alerts. Just head to our website, valleynewslive.com, and click the text alerts button for all the details.
Let's get our answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. Today's question, 37% of us have done this at work, but only a third were successful at it.
The answer this morning, dated a coworker.
How do you rate the success?
I think
Did
if
they
you get married,
Yeah, if you get married, that's successful. I don't know. I was one of the 37% who did it once back in the day and was not.
You were not
I was
successful?
not part of the
Did you have to
one-third
leave
was
that job? Is
successful.
that why you're with us now?
Wow.
Oh,
They
maybe.
left.
Funny how that works.
Fire danger lower today. It is not gone. Don't you take care as we head through the day. 40s and 50s right now. We have had a little bit of rain that continues to slide off towards the east, and that will dissipate. Drier conditions tomorrow, breezy again. Fire danger creeps back up on your Friday, but over the weekend, good chances for rain, especially on Sunday. Some of that rain could mix with or change the snow late Sunday and into Monday.
Don't cook the s'mores outside. Come to the Sweet Miracles
There you
event
go.
and do it there.
Tonight, we hope to see you then. Have a great day, everyone.